And then Wanda's like, that's what I'm trying to tell you. That's what I'm trying to tell you, sweetie. The murder starts it.
Well, Marge, what are you doing here?
Oh, me.
Right, Rich.
Making my way downtown. Hello.
Great stuff. We need to write an episode of Fairy Odd Parents, A New Wish.
Sorry, just a new wish subtitle for me. I thought it was like...
No, that's what it's called. So, what do you think of Hazel, our main character?
We were just talking though, actually. I don't say I like it, but then when you described her characteristics, as in like, what she's adventurous, what was it, curious? Shit like that?
Bold.
I'm like, okay, this is like every person ever. Whereas with Timmy, we got that relatable element of he's not really popular, he gets bullied quite a lot, he's lonely.
Yeah, you could say he was an average kid that no one understands.
Yeah, exactly, man. So like, I thought there'd be something there with Hazel, but maybe they're trying to go for the more positive angle, I don't know.
Yeah, once we boiled it down, Hazel is pretty generic, but I'm sure we can do something with a character.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of side characters, like there's Dimmadome grandson, Doug Dimmadome, the owner of the Dimsdale Dimmadome.
Yeah.
And then she's got a bunch of like other friends, like one who's really into ASMR for some reason.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
That's a thing?
Yeah, it's fine.
Is ASMR not like a naughty thing? What?
Well, I think you've just exposed yourself a little bit there.
No, I only ever see it on Reddit as like weird shit going down. Well, not, I don't want to, disrupt anyone's interest, but I don't know what the fuck it is. It just looks sensuous as fuck. Looks very intimate. Yeah. Don't you have like an ear machine, and you like lick it?
Yes, stuff like that. Yeah.
So what? This little kid has that?
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
He's personally recording it for Drake.
But yeah, so Drake's in this show. You basically say he's
No.
So he's not the ASMR mentor. He's like, oh yeah, you gotta say that. Really whisper into the mic.
So basically.
Because you say omelette du fromage.
Drake's not in it, okay?
You sure?
Right.
Feels like Drake needs to be in it now, thematically. I'm just really hung up on why they chose an ASMR person.
I don't know. I think they was
Next, they're going to throw a foot model in. Nickelodeon. Dan Schneider.
I think they was just trying to be like trendy. It's like in the Ghostbusters.
Not trendy.
In the Ghostbusters reboot, one of the kids was called Podcast. Like it's just.
You're lying.
No, why would I make that up?
Oh, fuck's sake, man.
So we're ignoring all those characters. We're just gonna do a story with Hazel and Cosmo and Wanda.
Yeah.
Right. We need a story. How about we need a wish?
Okay.
So we was talking earlier, and our favourite episodes of Fairly Odd Parents were the ones that revolved around like creativity. The one where Timmy wishes all the Halloween costumes were real, or wishes that his comic book character was real. I do have an idea.
Hit me.
If she wishes something from a book could be real, and we go murder on the Orient Express.
What are we, some sort of Fairly Odd Parents on the Orient Express?
What if she's been given this book as like a school report and she just wishes it to be real?
What if she struggles with like one thing to learn, so maybe that's a thing, like a book report. She's struggling to visualize the book maybe, or care about it, because that's it. So she's got all like games and stuff. Games are sick now. Like as a kid they were a bit poopy. Like games are so much better, and like you can get into the world.
Oh yeah.
What if it's Cosmo and Wanda being more parental, going, no, you need to do this, it's done, and she goes, I just wish for you to do it for me.
Well, no, I feel like you was going somewhere, and then you went with I just wish you'd do my homework.
Yeah, that's her issue though, and they're like, no, you can't just do that.
Oh, okay. So, I thought you was going to say that's a wish.
Oh yeah, that's the episode ends, and you're like, oh shit. Yeah, we're doing TikTok Fairly Odd Parents now. It's only 2 minutes long. Imagine it's like 1 minute of the intro and it's just 30 seconds and it ends. Our parents, Fairly Odd Parents.
Okay, so she's playing games and she's really immersed in these games, and she's like, I know everything about these games. Ask me where so-and-so is.
Yeah.
Ask me what this character's called.
Like with Hitman, man. You love Hitman.
Yep.
Like if I ask you like where a specific place, you just tell me like that. But with both of us, if you ask us something about like something we learned in French or thought, we're like, I haven't got a fucking clue, because we weren't paying attention. We didn't love it.
Yeah.
Like we would love a game. Yeah, I love that. So do we have a bit of subversion here where like they're trying to force her to make use of this childhood whimsiness because it's gonna run out someday.
Yeah,
that's a big thing. I feel like kids want to go. I remember being a kid and wanting to grow up, and then growing up, I'm like, oh fuck, I wasted that, didn't I? So like, I think now especially because you got iPads, you got everything that you touch. It's really hard to imagine past it.
Yeah, Hazel's like a little defeated because she's like, I'll never learn everything about this book, and meanwhile she's playing this game, and Cosmo and Wanda are like there listening, and she's like, I just wish there was a way for me to relate with it a little bit more.
Oh, and then they wink at each other.
Yeah, and wave the wands, and then suddenly she's in the book. Why don't we just do Murder on the Orient Express?
I'm game for that. Maybe she's like, what's the point? I know the ending. Yeah. Could we have that she knows the ending? I'm going to say, do you reckon the joke is that she didn't know the ending, she thought it was something else, and she lazily read the title?
She thinks she knows the ending, but she thinks it's just a murder at the end.
Yeah. It's like, it's called A Murder on the Orient Express. So, like, she keeps being disinterested, but as she's, like, investigating, she, like, really gets into it. We need a constant joke throughout it, like, going, oh, if you know it so well, then why don't you carry on? She goes, I will! You never hint that she actually doesn't know, if that makes sense.
Okay, yeah.
Until the very end where, wait, are we allowed to talk? You're going to have to whack a spoilers up here, because it's apparently, isn't it?
You don't need to spoiler warning. Murder on the Orient Express, the most famous ending of all time.
Is it the one where, like, everyone did it?
Everyone,
or something?
Yeah, everyone stabbed them.
Yeah, so where are we on our wonderful sphere of madness?
The search for it. So she's trying to get to know the characters. The you go somewhere is she goes into the world of Murder on the Orient Express and instantly someone's murdered. So she's like, wait, is this the end?
There we go. And then one is like, that's what I'm trying to tell you. That's what I'm trying to tell you, sweetie. The murder starts it.
Well, Marge, what are you doing here?
Oh, me. I'm trying to remember, she has a bit of a crackle, or is it like, oh, come on, Timmy?
No, yeah, that's exactly it.
Is it that?
Yeah.
Why would you do that, Timmy? Yeah.
Right, it's going to be problematic if the only way you can do that impression is if you say Timmy.
Oh, come on, Hazel.
Okay, yeah, that's actually pretty spot on.
Do you know what's funny? As soon as I said it, I instantly was like, that's really fucking good.
Yeah.
I haven't heard their voice in ages as well. So Cosmo's doing some wacky shit, I don't know, eating snails, because he always does something random.
Yeah.
He goes, I'm on a train, I'm cargo, you know, because escargot with snails.
Okay.
Which is a low-key high-level joke for Cosmo to me. Yeah. I don't know why he'd know that.
You know what? He'd never make that at the end of, like, Fairy Odd Parents, like, season 10, when he was so flanderized. But at the start, he sometimes knew some stuff, so I like it.
Yeah, like, he wasn't meant to be completely he was more meant to be, the surrogate dad character of, like, they don't really know anything, they're just sort of goofy and lovable.
Yeah.
That makes sense. That's what he meant to be, but in the end, he's just like... No.
Just speaking about public domain before, could she, like, when she waves the wand, could she be like, parody law it? So it's like Murder on the Dimmodelphia Express.
Yeah, she goes, Hazel, we got a parody law it. And then bam. Okay. And then it's just a star swipe.
They open the rules and it says do not infringe copyright.
Yeah, because don't you have like a fairy rule book?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, so they arrived there and she's like, shit, we just went here, we didn't check. And they opened it up and it's like the list of copyright law and it says, rule number 1, be Disney. 1B, if you are not Disney. If you are not Disney, then follow the statute of parody law or whatever. Yeah. But anyway, yeah. So she's going through I actually don't know the story, so I presume there's like stereotypical archetype characters in there. Like there's a madam, there's a professor, blah blah blah, and she has to interview them all.
Yeah. During the find it when she's interviewing everyone, maybe. Okay, Poirot isn't in the public domain. So maybe he, like, falls out the window when they, like, whoosh in.
So when they whoosh in it, like the Red Dwarf episode with where they kill Kennedy and they knock him out the window, don't they? They knock the shoot at him.
But everyone just thinks that she's the detective. Like, they haven't noticed that she's changed.
Yeah, they go, oh, I love your change of dress.
Did you do something with your hair? No, Richie. I know what you...
So what if she's interviewing everyone, and what if they're ignoring her? So they're playing, quote unquote, with the books or the newspapers. And they're like, yeah, whatever, what do you want? And she's like, I'm trying to talk to you here. Something really important happened. And basically the whole message is like, pay attention and engage with, like it's meant to mirror her not paying attention earlier because she can easily just escape away into her games.
Maybe because he said everyone's like deep into the books. Maybe everyone's writing like a diary and all of them are just writing about how they committed the murder.
Wait, how they murdered her? Yeah, I like that.
So she has to learn that she has to read rather than taking shortcuts.
So someone goes, I'm going to the toilet and just leaves the book there. And one was like, maybe you should look.
She doesn't.
And then Cosmo's like, I'm the same. Reading's really hard. That's why I do Egyptian hieroglyphics. And he's just reading the tablet from the Egyptian times because it's pictures.
He's laughing at it like it's telling jokes.
Yeah. He's like, I can't wait for HBO to adapt this one. Well, some ancient.
Netflix is making this series, so he'd probably say Netflix.
Oh, yeah, there we go. So, yeah, I like that. So, does she read it? Does she read it there and then, or does she leave it?
I'd say she leaves it there.
Oh, I have an idea. So, she goes, I need the toilet as well. And then we're wandering Cosmo for like a minute. And they're like, oh, she's really worrying me. She's not reading or anything. They hear a little bing and they're like, what the fuck was that? And they go to the toilet. And she's either on her phone playing Candy Crush or whatever. Or like playing like you know what I mean?
Can it be Subway Surfers? So she's literally jumping over trains.
Yeah. And she's like, Hazel!
Wait, could that be the end battle? Could that be
Oh my god, yeah, because they're on a train.
Yeah, could the bad guy, who she's pretty sure it is, start running over the top of the train?
And it opens up to three of them.
What?
And no, so because it's 3 lanes, isn't it, on Subway Surfers?
Yeah, oh, yeah.
So what if she's running down the middle and she stops going, I can't. It's so boring. There's only one lane. And then Wanda, like, does a, and she does a wish, and, like, there's 3 lanes. And then Hazel's like,
there's 2 more Philadelphia Expresses.
Yeah, exactly, and they're all going past each other. And then she do the whole thing and they find them.
Yeah. I do feel like we need her to read to wrap this story up.
Yeah.
We've went to the start and added that the game she's playing is Subway Surfers.
What we should do then is she leaves the bathroom, she's a bit sad and annoyed, but she walks past someone writing and reads a bit of evidence and she goes, hey, what is that? And the fella like closes the book and he goes, you can read? He's like, of course I can read. What do you mean? Like, you've been looking at us talking all day and and he's like, and he goes, fuck this. Well, I didn't say fuck this. He starts running and then they do the run thing and then he catches and he goes, it was all of you all along.
Right, I like that because that's completed 2 storylines. 1 of her gaming playing Subway Surfers and 2 of her refusing to read.
I love that also. It makes sense as a metaphor because she can still do the Subway Surfers thing, but she needs to read as well.
Yeah.
That was actually, I think you mentioned very early on, the Poirot thing, and I think it works so well.
When we pushed them out the window because of copyright.
He just falls and is like, who was that? It was like, some nobody we would have had to have paid.